Trust that there is always a greater plan unfolding, one that is leading you to where you need to be. You do not need to have all the answers, for life is not a puzzle to be solved, but a journey to be experienced. Trust in the flow of life. Trust in the rhythm of the universe. Know that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even when you cannot yet see the full picture. Life is a dance, and you are a part of it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Allow them to come in their own time, for there is wisdom in waiting, in trusting, and in letting go of control. My dear child, you are not here to prove anything to anyone. Your worth is not determined by the achievements you attain or the recognition you receive. Your worth is inherent, woven into the very fabric of your being. You are worthy simply because you exist, and you are loved simply because you are. In the grand tapestry of life, your presence is essential, and the love you carry within you has the power to touch and heal the world. Do not seek validation from others, for you are already validated by the divine. The love you seek is not something to be earned, but something to be embraced within yourself. You are already enough, just as you are. The more you come to understand this truth, the more peace you will find within. When you are at peace with who you are, the world around you will reflect that peace. My dear child, I ask that you forgive yourself for the times when you feel you have fallen short. You are not defined by your mistakes, nor are you bound by your past. Every moment is an opportunity to begin anew, to make different choices, and to step into the fullness of your being. The past does not dictate your future. Your future is shaped by the choices you make today, by the love you give, and by the compassion you show. In every moment, you have the power to choose how you respond to the world. Do not let the past dictate how you feel about yourself now. You are always evolving, always growing, and every choice you make brings you closer to the truth of who you are. Be kind to yourself, as you would be kind to another who is on a journey of self-discovery. The road is long, but every step you take brings you closer to the light. The love that created you is within you, around you, and always guiding you. You are a beautiful, divine being, and you are worthy of all the love, peace, and joy that the universe has to offer. You are enough, just as you are. There is nothing you need to prove to anyone. Your presence in this world is a gift, and you are here to shine your light and share your love with the world. When the world feels heavy, remember that love is the answer. Love for yourself, love for others, and love for the journey you are on. Trust that love is always guiding you toward your highest good, and that you are always supported by the love of the divine. You are loved beyond measure, and you are always enough. Keep walking forward with love, and know that you are exactly where you need to be. My dear child, there are moments in your life when you feel as though the world around you is too much to bear. The weight of your emotions, the confusion in your heart, and the worries that cloud your mind can create a storm that seems impossible to navigate. In these moments, when the world feels heavy, I ask you to pause and remind yourself that this too shall pass. Even the darkest storms eventually make way for the light of the dawn. You are never truly alone in these times, for the strength of the divine is always there, guiding you through the storm. You may not always see it, but the strength you seek resides within you. It is part of who you are, woven into the fabric of your soul. When you feel like giving up, when it seems like everything is falling apart, remember that you have the power to rise. You have done it before, and you will do it again. You are far stronger than you realize, and every challenge you face is an opportunity to connect more deeply with that strength. My dear child, I know that life can be overwhelming, and sometimes it feels like the weight of expectations from others and yourself is too much to carry. In these moments, it is crucial to remind yourself that you are not here to meet everyone else's expectations. Your worth is not tied to what others think of you or to the labels that the world places upon you. You are worthy simply because you exist. Your value comes from the divine spark that resides within you, and that is a truth that cannot be taken away, no matter what happens. While it is important to be kind, compassionate, and helpful to others, you must never lose sight of your own needs and desires. You are worthy of love, respect, and care. It is okay to say no, to set boundaries, and to prioritize your own mental and emotional health. Taking care of yourself is not selfish, it is necessary. When you take care of your own well-being, you are better able to show up for others in a way that is healthy, balanced, and loving. My dear child, I know that life can sometimes feel like a whirlwind of responsibilities, decisions, and challenges. There may be days when you feel like you are caught in a storm, unable to see a way out. But in these moments, it is important to find moments of stillness, to take a deep breath, and to reconnect with your center. The storm may rage around you, but you do not have to be swept away by it. You are capable of creating calm within yourself, no matter the chaos around you. Find those moments of stillness, whether it is through meditation, walking in nature, or simply sitting in silence for a few minutes. Reconnect with your heart, and let the peace that resides within you remind you that no matter what is happening outside of you, you have the power to remain grounded and centered. My dear child, there will always be times of uncertainty and doubt in your life. It is a natural part of the human experience. But I encourage you to remember that uncertainty is not something to fear. It is a sign that you are in a period of growth, a time when you are expanding into new possibilities and new understandings. Trust that the uncertainty you feel is simply a moment in time, and that you will come through it stronger, more self-aware, and more aligned with your true self. When you feel uncertain, remember that you are not expected to have all the answers. Life is a series of unfolding moments, and it is okay to not know what comes next. Trust in the wisdom of your heart, and know that as you continue to walk your path, the way forward will become clear. You do not have to rush or force anything. Trust in the timing of your life, and trust that everything is unfolding as it should. My dear child, I understand that there are times when the world may seem harsh or unforgiving, when you feel as though you are being tested beyond what you can handle. But I want you to know that you are being shaped by these experiences, that every challenge, every trial, is preparing you for something greater. You are learning the lessons that will help you become the person you are destined to be. Even when it feels like everything is falling apart, know that it is often in the process of falling apart that the pieces come together in a new and beautiful way. You are part of something greater than yourself, part of a cosmic whole that is woven together with threads of love, compassion, and understanding. You are never separate from that love. It is always with you, within you, and all around you. My dear child, you may find that there are times when you must let go of the things that no longer serve you. This can be difficult, for it is natural to hold on to what is familiar, even if it brings you pain. But I ask you to trust that when you release what no longer serves you, you make room for new growth, new opportunities, and new blessings. The process of letting go is not an end, but a beginning. It is a part of the natural cycle of life, a cycle that is always moving, always evolving. Do not be afraid to release what you no longer need. Let go of the old wounds, the old beliefs, and the old patterns that bind you. In doing so, you create space for the new, for the abundance that is waiting for you. Trust that what is meant for you will come, and what is not meant for you will fall away. The divine has a plan for you, and it is always working in your favor. My dear child, there is so much beauty in the world, and I ask that you take a moment to appreciate it. Look around you and see the wonder that exists in the simplest things, the way the sun rises in the morning, the sound of a bird's song, the warmth of a hug, the kindness of a stranger. These moments of beauty are gifts, reminders of the divine that is present in every quarter of existence. Do not overlook them in your quest for something greater, for in these small moments, you will find the peace and joy that you seek. Remember, you are a part of this beauty. You are a reflection of the divine, and you have the power to bring more beauty, more love, and more light into the world. Every action you take, every word you speak, and every thought you have contributes to the greater whole. My dear child, I leave you with this. You are loved, you are enough, and you are always exactly where you need to be. Trust yourself, trust the process of your life, and know that you are being guided every step of the way. There is no need to rush, no need to strive for perfection. You are already perfect in your authenticity, in your truth, and in your love. Keep moving forward with faith, and remember that you are always supported by the divine love that surrounds you. You are enough, just as you are, and you always will be. My dear child, no matter how heavy your heart feels right now, no matter how lost you think you are, know this: you are exactly where you are meant to be. Every challenge, every delay, every heartbreak is shaping you into the person you are meant to become. You may not see it now, but one day, you will look back and understand why everything happened the way it did. Trust the timing of your life. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are growing, evolving, and learning in ways that are not always visible. Just because your progress is not obvious does not mean it is not happening. The most profound transformations often happen in silence, beneath the surface, before they bloom into something beautiful. Let go of the belief that you must have it all figured out. No one does. Life is not a straight path. It is a winding road with unexpected turns. You do not have to know every step in advance. Just take the next one. Clarity will come with each step forward. You are not your past. You are not the mistakes you made or the pain you have endured. You are the love you give, the kindness you show, the strength you carry. Do not let the shadows of yesterday dim the light of your future. You are seen, you are heard, and you matter. Your presence in this world is important, and the love you offer to others has a ripple effect that spreads far beyond what you can imagine. Even when it seems as though no one is paying attention, your impact is felt. The small acts of kindness you offer, the love you share, and the light you bring into the world make a difference. You do not need validation from others to know that your life is valuable. You are valuable simply because you exist. Your love, your compassion, and your unique way of being in this world are gifts. Do not let the world convince you that you are invisible. Your light is brighter than you think, and it is needed in this world. My dear child, there are moments when you feel uncertain about the path ahead, when you wonder if you are truly living in alignment with your soul's purpose. In these times, I want you to trust that you are always exactly where you need to be. Life is not a straight line. It is not a race to be won or a checklist to be completed. It is a journey of exploration, of discovery, and of growth. You may not always see the purpose of every step you take, but know that everything is unfolding perfectly. Trust that even the detours, the moments of confusion, and the difficult choices are all part of your soul's evolution. You are always being led to where you are meant to go, even when the path is unclear. The most important thing is to stay true to yourself, to honor your heart, and to trust that the universe will guide you toward the experiences, people, and opportunities that will help you grow into the fullest expression of yourself. My dear child, I understand that sometimes life feels overwhelming. It may seem like there is too much to do, and not enough time to do it. The universe works in mysterious ways, and the path ahead is often revealed one step at a time. You do not need to have the whole journey mapped out. All you need to do is take the next step, and trust that you will be guided. Your intuition, your inner wisdom, will always show you the way. My dear child, I know that sometimes life can feel like it's moving too fast, and you may feel like you are struggling to keep up. The world's constant pace can make it difficult to find stillness, to catch your breath, and to reconnect with your inner peace. But I want to remind you that you are not here to live life at the speed of the world. You are here to live life at your own pace, in a way that feels aligned with your heart and your soul. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to take breaks. You do not need to be constantly doing or constantly achieving in order to be worthy or successful. Life is not about accumulating accomplishments or ticking off boxes. It is about experiencing each moment, being present, and honoring the journey you are on. Take time for yourself, for rest, for relaxation, and for reflection. You will find that when you allow yourself the space to pause and reconnect, you will move forward with greater clarity, energy, and purpose. My dear child, sometimes you may feel overwhelmed by the expectations placed upon you. The pressure to do more, to be more, to prove yourself can feel heavy. But I want to remind you that you do not need to live up to anyone else's expectations. You do not need to seek approval from others or measure your worth based on their standards. You are here to live your truth, to honor your soul's calling, and to walk the path that is uniquely yours. You are not your wounds. You are so much more. Breathe, my child. Breathe and remember, you are love, you are light, you are infinite. You are exactly where you need to be. And no matter where your journey leads, I am with you. Always. My dear child, I know that there are times when you feel as though the world is too much to bear, when you struggle to find your place in the vast expanse of existence. I see your moments of doubt, your questioning of your purpose, and your search for meaning. But I want you to remember this: you are not here by accident. You are not a mere fleeting presence in this world. You are a vital part of the great cosmic dance, and every part of you is meaningful. In the moments when you feel lost, when the path ahead is obscured by the fog of uncertainty, trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Your journey is unfolding in perfect harmony with a greater design, even when it feels like nothing is making sense. Trust in the process, for each step, no matter how small, is part of your growth. Every moment is an opportunity for learning, for growth, and for transformation. My dear child, you may not always understand the challenges that come your way, and at times, the burden may feel unbearable. But I ask that you trust that these trials are not in vain. They are the moments in which your spirit is refined, in which your soul is being prepared for the next chapter of your journey. The lessons you learn through hardship are the ones that will shape you into the person you are destined to become. There is wisdom in your struggles and strength in your perseverance. Remember, too, that you are never meant to face these challenges alone. The angels, the divine forces, and I are always with you, offering guidance, support, and love. Even in your darkest moments, know that you are surrounded by a presence that is here to uplift you. You may not always see it with your eyes, but trust that it is there, offering you comfort and protection. My dear child, it is natural to seek approval. The most beautiful destinations often come after the hardest climbs. Angel says, forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Do not let anger chain you to the past. Let go and free yourself. You are more powerful than you realize. The same energy that moves the oceans, that spins the planets, that ignites the stars flows through you. You are not small. You are infinite. Angel says, be kind to yourself. Speak to yourself with love, with patience, with understanding. The words you tell yourself shape the world you live in. Choose them wisely. Rest, my dear child. You do not need to have all the answers. You do not need to be everything for everyone. You are allowed to simply be. Angel says, walk forward with faith. Even when the way is unclear, even when fear whispers that you are not enough, trust that you are exactly where you need to be. You are never alone. Rise, my dear child. Rise in strength, in love, in truth. The world needs your light. And no matter what comes, I am with you. Always. My dear child, I know that there are times when the weight of the world feels heavy upon your shoulders, when your heart aches with the burdens you carry, and when the road ahead seems long and uncertain. These moments can feel overwhelming, and you may wonder if you are strong enough to endure. But I want you to know, my dear child, that you are far stronger than you realize. You have within you an infinite well of strength, wisdom, and resilience, and no matter how hard life may seem, you are capable of facing whatever comes your way. In times of difficulty, it is important to remember that you do not need to walk this path alone. The divine is always with you, surrounding you with love, support, and guidance. You are never alone, even when it feels as though the world is against you. When you reach out in trust, when you open your heart to the love that surrounds you, you will find that the strength you seek is already within you. You have everything you need to rise above the challenges before you, and with each step, you will grow stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your truth. My dear child, sometimes it may feel as though life is moving too fast, that there is too much to do, and not enough time to do it. But in these moments, I ask you to pause, to take a breath, and to remind yourself that you do not need to rush through life. Life is not a race, but a journey. And just as the seasons change in their own time, so too does your life unfold in its own perfect rhythm. You are deserving of love, not just from others, but from yourself. Embrace your own humanity, your own imperfections, and know that you are worthy of all the love that the world has to offer. And as you move through your life, remember to extend that same compassion to others. The world can sometimes seem harsh and unforgiving, but you have the power to change that, one act of kindness at a time. A simple word, a small gesture, can have a profound impact on another person's life. Never underestimate the power of kindness. It is a ripple that spreads through the world, touching lives in ways you may never fully understand. My dear child, you are not alone. You are part of a vast, interconnected web of life, a divine dance that stretches across time and space. The love you give, the kindness you offer, and the compassion you show all become part of that web, creating ripples that reach far beyond what you can see. Every action you take, no matter how small, has a lasting impact, and you are a vital part of the greater whole. So, my dear child, walk forward with courage and with faith. Trust in yourself, trust in the process, and know that you are always supported by the love of the divine. You are enough, just as you are. Your journey is meaningful, and your presence in this world is a gift. You are loved, you are cherished, and you are never alone. My dear child, the stars above you have shone for eons, yet not one of them questions its purpose. The wind moves across the earth, yet it does not doubt where it must go. So too must you trust in your existence, for you are not here by accident. Every breath you take, every step you walk, is part of a sacred design. Angel says, let go of the illusion of control. My dear child, I want you to know that it is okay to not have everything figured out. Life is not meant to be lived in certainty. The unknown is a part of your journey, and it is in the unknown that you discover your true self. You do not need to have all the answers, and it is okay to not know exactly what the future holds. What is most important is that you continue to move forward with an open heart, trusting that the path will unfold before you as you go. In those moments of uncertainty, I ask you to trust yourself. Trust your intuition, trust your inner wisdom, and trust that you are being guided every step of the way. You are not meant to have all the answers right now, but you have everything you need within you to navigate whatever comes next. Stay true to yourself, and trust that you are always supported by the divine. My dear child, I leave you with this: you are enough. You are loved. You are worthy. And you are never alone. You are a divine being, a unique and precious soul, and your life is a gift to the world. Do not let the challenges you face make you doubt your worth. You are more than capable of handling whatever comes your way, and you have the strength to rise above any difficulty. Trust in yourself, trust in the journey, and trust in the love that surrounds you. You are always enough, always loved, and always supported. Keep moving forward with faith and love, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. My dear child, You are not alone, even when the world feels silent. Even when you feel unseen, unheard, unnoticed, know this: you are deeply known. Every thought, every longing, every unspoken word within you is held with love. You have never been forgotten, not for a moment. Angel says, let go of the need to prove yourself. Your worth is not tied to what you accomplish, nor to the approval of others. You are not just as you are. You always have been. There is a road before you that you cannot yet see. Do not fear the unknown. Do not hesitate to step forward. The path will reveal itself as you walk. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to where you are meant to be. Angel says, stop carrying what is no longer yours to hold. The weight of old pain, the burden of past mistakes, the expectations placed upon you, release them. You do not have to carry the past into your future. You have been through seasons of struggle, but struggle does not define you. You are not broken. You are not lost. You are a soul in transformation, unfolding into something beautiful. Angel says, trust the timing of your life. You are not late. You are not behind. When you take care of yourself, you are better able to show up for others and for the world. My dear child, I know there are times when you feel lost, when you wonder if you are on the right path, or if you will ever achieve the things you desire. In those moments, I ask you to trust in the timing of your life. You do not need to have everything figured out right now. Life is not a race, and it is not about reaching some distant destination. It is about the journey, the experiences, and the lessons you learn along the way. Trust that everything is unfolding as it should. Even when you cannot see the way ahead, trust that you are always being guided. The divine timing of your life is perfect, even when it doesn't match the timeline you had in mind. The universe is working in your favor, and every step you take, no matter how small, is leading you to the place you are meant to be. My dear child, you are not alone in your struggles. The love and guidance of the divine are always with you, and there are countless unseen forces supporting you every step of the way. When you feel lost or unsure, remember that you are surrounded by love. Take a moment to close your eyes, breathe deeply, and feel the presence of this love. It is within you, around you, and it is guiding you toward the light. You are always supported, always held in the embrace of divine love. Even when you cannot see the way forward, know that you are never without guidance. The divine is always speaking to you through your intuition, your heart, and the synchronicities that appear in your life. Trust that you are being led in the right direction, even when it feels uncertain. You are always where you need to be, and everything is unfolding in perfect divine timing. My dear child, there may be times when you feel like giving up, when the weight of life seems too much to carry, and when the challenges in front of you feel insurmountable. In those moments, I ask you to remember this: you are stronger than you realize, and you are capable of overcoming anything that comes your way. The divine has given you everything you need to face the challenges of life, and with each step you take, you become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. When life feels too difficult, take a deep breath and trust that you have the strength to rise above it. You are never alone in your struggles, and the divine is always with you, offering its love and support. You have everything you need within you to overcome whatever challenges arise. Do not give up. Trust in yourself, trust in the divine, and know that you have the power to navigate any obstacle that comes your way. My dear child, remember always that you are loved. Angel says, stop carrying what is not yours to bear. You are not responsible for fixing everything, for holding everything together. Lay down the weight that does not belong to you. Your heart is capable of great things. Love without fear. Dream without limits. Live without apology. You are here to shine. Do not dim your light for anyone. Angel says, walk forward with faith. The road ahead may not be easy, but you are not alone. You are being guided. You are being protected. Keep going. Rise, my dear child. Rise in love, in truth and strength. The world needs your light. And no matter what comes, I am with you. Always. My dear child. I understand that life can sometimes feel overwhelming, that the pressures and burdens you carry weigh heavily on your heart and mind. You may feel as though you are walking through life with a heavy load, unsure of how much more you can bear. But I want you to remember, even in your most challenging moments, that you are stronger than you realize. The love that resides within you is unbreakable, and it will carry you through the darkest of times. You have the strength to rise above the struggles you face, and the courage to move forward, even when the way ahead seems unclear. There will be times when you feel as though everything is falling apart, when the pieces of your life seem scattered, and you wonder if you will ever find your way. In those moments, I ask you to remember that things are not always as they seem. Sometimes, what appears to be a setback or a failure is actually an opportunity for growth, for transformation, for realignment. It is in the moments of uncertainty that you learn the most about yourself, about your strength, your resilience, and your capacity to create the life you desire. My dear child, I know that there are times when you feel as though you are walking alone, when the world seems cold and unkind, and you wonder if anyone truly understands what you are going through. In those moments of isolation, know this: you are never alone. The love of the universe, the love of those who have walked before you, and the love of the divine are always with you. You are surrounded by unseen forces that offer their protection, their guidance, and their support, even when you cannot see them. When you feel disconnected from others, take a moment to reconnect with yourself. The love that you seek is already within you. You do not need to look outside yourself for validation or approval. The divine light that resides within you is more than enough. When you embrace your true self and live authentically, you align yourself with the highest frequencies of love, peace, and joy, and you will attract those same energies back to you. No matter how far you have strayed, you are always allowed to return. There is no such thing as too late. Angel says, let joy find you. Do not push it away. You are not here only to endure. You are here to experience, to laugh, to dance, to love. Everything you need is already within you. You do not need to search outside of yourself for answers. Be still. Listen. The wisdom you seek has been with you all along. Angel says, keep moving forward. One step, one breath, one moment at a time. You are not alone. You are never alone. Rise, my dear child. Rise in love, in faith, in power. The world is waiting for your light. And no matter where your journey takes you, I am with you. Always. My dear child. I know there are times when you feel weighed down by the challenges that life presents. It is as though the world itself is bearing down on your shoulders, and it feels impossible to carry on. In those moments, it's important to pause and remember that you are stronger than you think. You are capable of withstanding more than you can imagine, and even when you feel at your weakest, there is an inner strength that will rise to meet every challenge. You have faced difficult times before, and you will rise again. Do not let the heaviness of the present moment convince you that you are incapable or unworthy. You are a powerful being, filled with the light of the universe, and nothing can extinguish that light. It may seem as though the weight of the world is too much for you to bear, but it is in these moments that you are being forged into the person you are meant to be. Each struggle you face is a lesson in strength, resilience, and wisdom. You are constantly growing, constantly learning, and each hardship you overcome adds to the depth of your character. Remember, the storm does not last forever, and after the clouds part, the sun will shine once again. Trust in the process, trust in yourself, and know that everything you face is an opportunity for growth. My dear child, I understand that there are times when you feel unsure of your path, when the way forward seems unclear, and you wonder if you are even on the right track. I want you to know that these feelings are a part of life. It is natural to question yourself, to doubt the direction you are heading, especially when things do not seem to be moving as you had hoped. But I ask you to trust in the journey, even when you cannot see the full picture. You are exactly where you need to be at this moment, and each step you take, even if it feels small, is leading you towards something greater. In these moments of doubt, I encourage you to look inward. The answers you seek are already within you, my dear child. As you continue on your journey, I encourage you to remember that you are not alone. You are surrounded by love, support, and guidance from the divine and from those who care for you. You are always held in the loving embrace of the universe, and no matter how difficult the road may seem, you are always supported by the strength of the divine. Trust in this support, and trust that you are exactly where you need to be. You are a radiant being of love and light, and your presence in this world makes a difference. Even in the moments when you feel unseen or unheard, know that your light shines brightly and that you are contributing to the beauty of the world in ways you may not always understand. You are a unique expression of the divine, and your life is a gift to the world. Keep shining, my dear child, and never doubt the impact of your presence. My dear child, I leave you with this. Trust in yourself, trust in the journey, and trust that everything is unfolding in divine timing. You are exactly where you need to be, and every experience you encounter is leading you toward greater wisdom, love, and understanding. Keep moving forward with an open heart, and know that you are always supported by the love of the divine. You are enough, always, and you are loved beyond measure. My dear child, you are here for a reason. Your life is not an accident, nor a mere coincidence. The breath in your lungs, the rhythm of your heart, the spark within your soul, all of it is intentional. Even in moments of doubt, even when you question your purpose, know this: you are meant to be here. Angel says, do not let the noise of the world drown out your inner voice. There is wisdom within you, a truth that has always been present. Listen to it. Trust it. You do not need the approval of others to know who you are. The journey ahead may feel uncertain, but uncertainty is not your enemy. It is the space where growth happens, where new paths reveal themselves. You do not need to have all the answers right now. You only need the courage to take the next step. Angel says, release the fear of failure. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the journey. Every misstep, every detour, every moment of doubt is shaping you into who you are meant to become. Nothing is wasted. You have faced storms that no one else has seen. You have carried burdens that no one else has understood. And yet, you are still here. That is not weakness. That is strength beyond measure. Angel says, do not diminish your own light. You are not created to live in the shadows of fear or doubt. Stand tall. Speak your truth. You have something to offer that no one else can. Angel says, walk forward in faith. Even when the way is unclear, even when fear tries to hold resilience and the quiet courage that guides you through each day. You may not always recognize your own power, but I want you to know that it is there, within you, always. You are stronger than you realize, and the light you carry within you can never be dimmed. You are a force of love, of creation, and of wisdom, and you are exactly where you need to be on your journey. There are times when it may seem as though the road ahead is unclear, when you feel lost or uncertain about the choices you must make. But know this, even in the moments of doubt, you are being guided. Every step you take, no matter how small, is leading you closer to the truth of who you are. You are always on the right path, even when it doesn't feel that way. Trust the process, and trust that you are unfolding into the person you are meant to be, one step at a time. There is no rush. Let them in. Be proud of how far you have come. Even if no one else sees it, even if no one else acknowledges it, know that your progress matters. Every small step forward is worth celebrating. Happiness is not a destination, it is a way of being. Stop waiting for the perfect moment to be happy. Find joy in the little things. Choose gratitude, even in difficult times. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to become someone new. Do not cling to past versions of yourself just because they are familiar. Growth requires letting go. Let love in. Do not push it away out of fear. Love is not meant to be hidden behind walls. Open your heart, even if it has been hurt before. Love is worth the risk. You are not small. You are not insignificant. You matter. Your presence in this world makes a difference. Do not shrink yourself to fit into spaces that cannot contain your light. Trust in divine timing. What is meant for you will not pass you by. Do not force things. Do not rush the process. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Breathe. You are okay. You are safe. You are loved. You are exactly where you need to be. Keep going. Keep believing. Keep shining. My dear child, even when the weight of the world feels unbearable, even when the darkness threatens to consume you, remember this: you are not alone. The universe is holding you, guiding you, loving you through every storm. You have survived every difficult moment you thought would break you. You are still here. You are stronger than you know. There is beauty in your resilience. You have walked through fire. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for healing, and that begins with forgiving yourself. Release the hold that your past has over you, and allow yourself the freedom to move forward. Every new day is a chance to begin again, to write a new chapter in the story of your life. You are worthy of a fresh start, and you have everything within you to create the future you desire. Your past has shaped you, yes, but it does not control you. You are the creator of your own future, and you have the power to move forward with peace and strength. My dear child, sometimes life will feel uncertain, and you may wonder if the choices you are making are the right ones. I want to remind you that there is no one right way to live your life. You do not have to follow a prescribed path or measure yourself against the expectations of others. Your life is unique, and so is your journey. The only thing that matters is that you stay true to yourself and honor your inner wisdom. You will be tempted at times to compare your journey to others, but remember that everyone walks their own path at their own pace. Just because someone else's journey looks different does not mean you are on the wrong path. Trust that your steps are leading you where you are meant to go. You are always where you need to be, even when it does not feel that way. There is no right timeline for success, happiness, or fulfillment. Your life will unfold in its perfect time. My dear child, I understand that it is easy to fall into the trap of trying to do everything perfectly, to achieve success on every front. Society often places pressure on us to be perfect, to meet certain standards, and to always be striving for more. But I ask you to remember that perfection is not the goal. You do not need to be perfect in order to be worthy of love, success, or happiness. You are worthy simply by being you. Perfection is an illusion. Be gentle with yourself. Stop comparing your path to others. The sun and the moon do not rush to outshine one another. They simply exist, fulfilling their purpose in their own time. You too have your own timing. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Let go of the need to control everything. Some of the most beautiful things in life come unexpectedly, without warning, without a plan. Open yourself to the possibility that what is meant for you will arrive, not because you forced it, but because you made space for it. You do not need permission to be who you truly are. You do not need validation to know your worth. You are born worthy. You are born enough. Let go of the idea that you must prove yourself to be loved, to be accepted, to be valued. You already are. You are allowed to walk away from what no longer serves you. Whether it is a relationship, a job, a way of thinking, or a version of yourself that no longer fits, you are not obligated to stay where you do not belong. Growth requires letting go. Love will find you again. Even if you have been hurt, even if you have been betrayed, even if you have been left wondering if love is meant for you at all. It is. You are worthy of a love that does not require you to beg, to change, to make yourself smaller. The right love will see you, cherish you, choose you. Fear will try to convince you that you are not strong enough, not brave enough, not capable enough. Do not listen. Fear is a liar. You have already survived so much. You have already proven your strength in ways that no one else may ever see. Keep going. Do not let the past hold you captive. It does not define you. It does not own you. The pain you endured was real, but it is not who you are. You are more than the worst things that have happened to you. You are more than what tried to break you. Take care of yourself. Not just in the ways that others can see, but in the quiet moments when no one is watching. Speak to yourself with love. Give yourself rest when you need it. Allow yourself joy without guilt. Do not shrink yourself to fit into spaces that were never meant for you. You are allowed to take up space. You are allowed to exist fully, unapologetically, as you are. Your dreams are valid. Your desires matter. Do not silence them just because they seem too big, too far, too impossible. Everything that exists today once lived only in someone's heart. You are supported, always, by the love of the universe, by those who care for you, and by your own inner strength. Keep moving forward with faith, knowing that you are never alone. You are enough, and you always will be. My dear child, even in the moments when you feel like everything is falling apart, when the weight of the world presses down on you so heavily that you can hardly breathe, remember this: you are not alone. You are held by something greater than you can see, something that knows your journey even when you do not. Life has not abandoned you. The universe is not against you. Every twist, every turn, every unexpected detour is leading you somewhere meaningful. Even now, even in this, you are being guided. You do not need to have all the answers right now. You do not need to see the whole path ahead to take the next step. Clarity will come, but only if you keep moving forward. The fear that tells you to stop, to wait, to shrink into yourself, that is not your truth. Your truth is found in the quiet strength within you, in the way your heart still beats despite everything, in the way you keep going even when you want to give up. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not the moment when you fell short. You are the love you give, the kindness you show, the light you carry. Do not let the shadows of yesterday define the brightness of your tomorrow. You are allowed to let go. You are allowed to begin again. You are allowed to become something new. Forgive yourself for the times you did not know better, for the moments you chose fear over faith, for all the times you spoke to yourself with words that you would never say to someone you love. You deserve your own kindness. You deserve your own understanding. Do not measure your worth by the fleeting sands of time, nor by the judgment of the world, for you are beyond all measures, beyond all limits. The divine spark within you is eternal, untouchable, unbreakable. Angel says, walk with grace and let your steps be guided by love. For love is the greatest force, the rhythm that moves the cosmos, the energy from which all things arise and to which all things return. Love is not merely an emotion, it is the essence of creation, the power of existence, the light that never wanes. It is found in kindness, in forgiveness, in the quiet strength of a gentle heart. To love is to align with the divine. To love is to remember your true nature. Let your thoughts be clear, for they shape the reality you walk within. Like ripples in the vast ocean of being, each thought extends outward, touching all things. Fill your mind with truth, with wisdom, with the beauty of creation, and your world will reflect the same. Seek harmony, for where there is balance, there is peace, and where there is peace, the divine is known. Angel says, do not seek only to receive, but also to give, for in giving you become rich beyond measure. The greatest treasures are not held in the hands, but in the soul. Compassion, kindness, patience, these are the jewels of the eternal. Carry them, share them, be them, and you will never walk in lack. In the silence between your thoughts, in the stillness of your being I am. In the laughter of a child, in the warmth of a sunbeam, in the rhythm of the waves upon the shore, I am. You do not need to call my name, for I have never left you. You do not need to search, for you have always been found. The journey is not one of distance, but of awakening. Open your eyes, not just to the world, but to the truth beyond it. Angel says, be as the river that flows freely, adapting, shaping, yet never ceasing to move toward the great expanse of the infinite. In those moments, remember this, you have made it through every dark night before. You will make it through this one too. Angel says, rest is not a weakness. You are not here to constantly push, to constantly strive. Rest is part of your journey. Honor it. Your heart is carried love, and it is carried loss. Do not let past pain close you off from future joy. Love is still waiting for you. Do not be afraid to open your heart again. Angel says, let go of what no longer serves you. You do not have to hold on to pain, to regret, to people who do not see your light. You are allowed to walk away. You may not see it now, but everything is coming together in ways beyond your understanding. Every struggle, every delay, every unanswered prayer is shaping something greater than you can imagine. Trust the process. Angel says, do not compare your journey to another's. The stars do not compete. They shine in their own time, in their own space. So do you. You are never alone. Even in the silence, even in the emptiness, you are surrounded by love. There is a presence that watches over you, that walks beside you, that holds you even when you cannot feel it. Angel says, speak to yourself with kindness. The way you talk to yourself matters. Replace doubt with belief, fear with trust, self-criticism with love. You are created with purpose. Your life is not an accident. You are here for a reason. Even when you do not know what that reason is, trust that it exists. Keep moving forward. It will reveal itself in time. Angel says, do not let fear hold you back. Fear will try to keep you small, but you are not created to be small. You are created to rise, to shine, to take up space. Step into your power. No matter what has happened, no matter how many times you have fallen, you are always allowed to begin again. Nothing is lost. Every day is a chance to start anew. Angel says, love yourself. Not just in moments of strength, but in moments of weakness. Not just when you succeed, but when you fall. Love yourself through it all. You are seen. You are known. You are loved beyond measure. Angel says, keep going. The road ahead is filled with miracles you cannot yet see. Trust. Believe. Walk forward with courage. Rise, my dear child. Rise in love, in light, in truth. The world needs you. And no matter where your journey takes you, I am with you. Always. And why, dear child? Every decision you make, every step you take, is bringing you closer to your true self and the life you are meant to live. You are always where you need to be, even when it doesn't seem that way. Trust that the path ahead is unfolding in perfect divine timing. My dear child, I want you to know that you are not alone. Even when you feel disconnected from others, even when you feel like you are walking alone in the world, you are always supported. The love of the universe surrounds you, and there is always a guiding hand, invisible but constant, helping you along your journey. Whenever you feel lost or uncertain, reach inward and trust the love that resides within you. That love is a reflection of the divine presence that is always with you. You are always held in love. You are never alone. Even in your darkest moments, there is a light within you that will always guide you. Trust in the love that is always present, and know that you are always supported by a force greater than yourself. You are not alone in your struggles, and you are not alone in your triumphs. The love that surrounds you will carry you through, and with each step, you will find your way. My dear child, as you continue on your journey, I want you to remember that you are enough, that you are loved, and that you are worthy of everything good in this world. Keep moving forward with courage and faith, knowing that you are always supported, always loved, and always enough. Life may not always be easy, but you have everything you need within you to navigate it with grace. Keep trusting yourself, keep trusting the journey, and remember that you are exactly where you need to be. You are not just surviving, you are thriving, and the universe is guiding you every step of the way.